When BTS stood on the stage at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles back in 2021, few could have predicted that the thunder of that night would echo forward into 2025. But today, that echo returns louder than ever. On July 18th, 2025, HYB will release BTS's first ever official live album, titled Permission to Dance on Stage, Live, and with it comes a wave of nostalgia, excitement, and a quiet celebration of the group's journey, both apart and together. But why now? And what does this release mean in the greater story of BTS? The Permission to Dance on Stage concert series was more than just a tour. It was the group's first large-scale in-person tour since the pandemic, and for many fans, it was a healing moment, a powerful reunion after years of isolation and virtual interactions. The tour began in Seoul and extended to LA and Las Vegas, breaking records and hearts in equal measure. Armies around the world remember those nights vividly. Jin's radiant smile during Epiphany, Jungkook's soaring vocals in Euphoria, Jimin's heartfelt tears as he looked out into the crowd, RM's grounded monologue about hope, V's spontaneous laughter, Suga's intensity, and J-Hope's unmatched energy. Every song wasn't just a performance, it was a love letter. Now, for the first time ever, that energy is being immortalized in an official BTS album. The live album features 22 tracks, handpicked from the Seoul, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas stops. The song list hasn't been publicly released yet, but insiders confirm it includes group anthems like Dynamite, Butter, Life Goes On, and, of course, Permission to Dance. Audio engineers working on the release stated that the production preserves every crowd cheer, every chant, every breath of emotion the members gave during those nights. This is not a polished studio edit, one insider shared. It's raw, real, and honest, just like BTS wanted it to be. The timing is no coincidence. BTS has just completed their mandatory military service hiatus, and fans around the world are bracing for their full comeback in spring 2026. According to HYB, this album serves as both a thank you gift to armies and a bridge between their past era and the next. By releasing Permission to Dance on Stage, Live, BTS reminds fans of the connection they built through live music, the kind of connection that doesn't fade even after 18 months of silence. It's a symbolic reset, a reminder that even though they've been apart, the music never left. For many fans, this release is deeply personal. It arrives at a time when armies have waited patiently, sometimes anxiously, for news about their return. And now, as each member slowly steps back into the public eye, this album feels like a whisper from the past saying, "We're still here. You waited. Let's dance again." Social media is already buzzing. The hashtag #PTDLive album began trending just moments after the announcement, and early pre-orders on Weverse and global music stores reportedly crashed servers due to overwhelming demand. Fans are calling it the perfect way to reconnect with each other, with BTS, and with the memories that defined a generation of K-pop. While this album is rooted in nostalgia, make no mistake, it's not a goodbye. It's a prelude. HYB has confirmed that BTS will be recording a new album in the US this July, and the members themselves, during their surprise OT7 live stream on July 1st, hinted that they're eager to return to the studio. RM even teased that the next project will carry the emotional weight of their individual journeys, now brought together into a new ERA-SO. While Permission to Dance on Stage, Live looks back, BTS is already moving forward, and as always, they're bringing armies with them. What makes a BTS concert more than just music? It's the energy of 7 voices woven into one heartbeat. For fans who attended the Permission to Dance on Stage tour in person, the memory of those performances is tattooed on their hearts. But for millions who could only watch through live streams or fan cams, the upcoming live album is more than nostalgia. It's a second chance to be there. The sound of Jungkook's sustained high note in Euphoria, the deep resonance of Taehyung's voice in Stigma, the pure vulnerability in Jimin's breathy vibrato during Filter, Suga's fire in Daechwita, J-Hope's unrelenting charisma in Outro, Ego, Jin's emotional clarity in Moon, RM's command in Intro, Persona. Each performance during Permission to Dance on Stage carried a sense of finality, as if BTS somehow knew that this might be their last group moment before the long silence of military service. Listening to the live album now, knowing what came after, every beat feels heavier, like the ticking of a clock counting down toward separation. But that same ticking now feels like a count-up tour reunion. Diane, an unexpected move. HYB inserted a hidden voice note into the last track of the live album, barely audible unless you listen with headphones. It's a quiet moment. A member, possibly RM, whispering, "See you soon," where it all began. What does it mean? Theories exploded across ARMY Twitter and TikTok. Could it be a hint about a return to Seoul for their first reunion concert? Is it a reference to the debut stage? Or perhaps it's a personal message to those who have been waiting since 2022, when the tour ended? Some believe this whisper is connected to Festa 2025's mysterious closing logo, which featured a spinning compass and the coordinates of BTS's old big hit studio. Others notice similarities between the live album's final song arrangement and the sequence used in BTS's very first debut showcase in 2013, a full circle moment? Or a breadcrumb for something more? Unlike a standard live album cobbled together from raw concert footage, Permission to Dance on Stage Live was crafted with surgical precision. Sources close to the production revealed that more than 80 hours of concert audio were sifted through by HYB's top audio engineers, alongside BTS's own creative team. Each member reportedly had a hand in selecting their favorite vocal takes and crowd interactions, with special attention given to emotional moments, unscripted laughter, cracked voices, even fan chants. Jimin, who had famously broken into tears during the Seoul Encore, insisted that moment stay in. "It was real," he said in an unreleased behind-the-scenes clip, according to staff. And that's what they waited for. Not perfection, just us. Taeyong allegedly requested a softer remaster of the Vegas performance of Blue and Gray, citing the emotional vulnerability he felt on that night. Suga focused on the transitions, ensuring each track melted into the next, creating a seamless journey rather than a song collection. In other words, this album isn't just a product. It's a memory capsule, a sonic time machine. If there's one thing more powerful than BTS on stage, it's the global force of ARMY united in joy. Since the live album was announced on Weverse on July 1st, fan activity across the internet has surged. Digital fan projects were launched overnight, some creating animated lyric videos, others producing custom vinyl art. One Brazilian fanbase started a countdown thread with concert trivia and rare fan cams. A Japanese ARMY collective even organized a synchronized listening party scheduled for July 19th, complete with subtitled translations and themed snacks. Comments on Weverse overflow with emotion. Listening to this is like getting hugged after years apart. At Youngest Fluffball, I cried during Spring Day. Again, as if I didn't cry enough in 2021. At Golden Jungkook 97-inch, this is the album that reminds me why I stayed. At OT7 Forever 7, some fans who joined the fandom during the military hiatus see this as their first true BTS comeback, even if it's technically a retrospective. For them, this album isn't just looking back, it's an entry point into something timeless. This album is more than just a look back, it's a strategic step forward. HYB, ever meticulous with BTS's branding and artistic trajectory, didn't just choose to drop a live album by chance. The timing is deliberate. July 2025 is the first month all 7 members are technically free, post-military, post-obligations, post-hiatus. And what better way to reignite global attention than by releasing a product that captures BTS at their peak? According to insiders, this live album is meant to re-anchor the fanbase, serving as a ceremonial return to the energy of OT7 before the next phase begins. That next phase? Already in motion, AS confirmed during the surprise July 1st Weverse Live. BTS will begin recording their comeback group album this very month, reportedly in Los Angeles and New York, working with both past collaborators and brand new global producers. A source close to Big Hit shared anonymously, this live album is not the comeback. It's the heartbeat before the first step. What comes next could redefine the group forever. For many fans, 2023 to 2025 wasn't just a break. IT was a drought, a silence filled with uncertainty. Military enlistments, shifting leadership at HYB, solo promotions, and scandals surrounding other groups. Through it all, BTS's absence was deeply felt. Some feared the fire would go out. Others stayed, waited, prayed, and now, after nearly 2 years, the return of BTS, through music that captures their most golden moments, is not just entertainment. It's healing. Mental health specialists have noted a spike in fan discussions surrounding emotional closure and shared joy since the album announcement. It's not unusual. BTS concerts, even in digital form, have long been a form of comfort and therapy to their fans. One Army in Seoul, age 27, described it perfectly. "I've had this ache since 2022, like something was paused in me. When I heard the live version of Microcosmos in the teaser, I started crying before the chorus hit. I realized I hadn't let myself miss them this much." It's not just the members returning, it's the connection.